some technical difficulties. I even found the server we were originally a part of. Oh my god, are we actually getting 18 frames a second? This is amazing! Oh. I think it's still settling out. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden we're getting frames per second. Give me better graphics. Okay, I can handle 25 frames per second. And looks prettier. Much prettier. Warning, high encoding CPU usage. Okay, we're gonna shut that down. So hopefully... hopefully that doesn't make us too bad. My encoder might not be able to handle this. Yeah, my encoder can't handle this. What have I learned so far? That my encoder cannot handle this game at full resolution. Error message on cooldown. On cooldown. Well, you need to make weapons to cast any spells. You need to make weapons to cast any spells. You can make tons of potions and bases of thing. And respawn. Party. Okay. How do I fix that? Okay, so we need to reslot them. Clear all. Cool. Okay. Alright, looks like Ratha will be rejoining us. Yeah, Ratha just commented that it's flowing much better. I'm going to zap you. Come on. Oh god, I can actually aim now. It's amazing. Join call. Can you hear me? Sup. So yeah, I restarted my computer and did some stuff, and I joined, and all of a sudden I'm at 45 frames per second. I tried to up the resolution, and I upped it to max, and I was running just fine. I was running at 25 frames per second. I thought that was fine. I look over at Open Broadcasting Software, and it's like, warning, encoder CPU usage exceeding maximum, error.
The stream looks gorgeous now. I hope you don't destroy your computer in the process.
It's... yeah, I should be fine. It should be fine. That smoke's nothing
now
to
I
worry
notice
about.
you've got... Now I noticed that while I was gone, you have gauntlets now.
Yes, I have gauntlets and... I can blast stuff. It's cool. Also, I've joined a party of people, and they're sort of helping me.
Cool. Oh, so this is a multiplayer thing.
Yeah, it's all multiplayer. You can start like a single-player server and just play on your own, but, I mean, I thought that would be kind of boring.
Ah. Nice looking gauntlets. They look like they're made out of bark or something.
I know, they look like druid gauntlets or something.
They really do. This is much nicer performance.
Yeah, it is. I can actually aim now. It's so much better. I was like having so much issues taking down wolves. Oh,
like I feel like visually I'm sort of...
That guy was on a broom.
Huh. I feel like visually I'm beginning to see a bit of potential in this game, you know what I mean? And yep, that's a broom. Epic mount, man. Epic mount.
Yeah. Well, already. That's people. Yay!
Okay, so I've been away from the stream for a while in that conversation.
Yep.
Which I think kind of ended sort of anticlimactically because he was very tired.
Oh. Yeah.
We honestly should have saved that conversation for like tomorrow or something.
Gotcha.
Of course, I think he was a bit worried that he might have to deal with it right now because it relates to the game.
Right. So me and Rath play an RPG together over Discord.
It's awesome.
For anyone who knows about it, it's the New World of Darkness, which I believe is, what's it called now? Like the Codex of Darkness or something? Chronicles of Darkness?
Chronicles.
Yeah, so me and him play together in a Chronicles of Darkness game. And it's basically, it's very anime-esque. It's drop all of the different races together in a high school for supernaturals. It's fun as hell.
We make no pretenses about keeping to the mood that the creators of Chronicles of Darkness intended.
Well, yeah, one of the inspirations for it was Rosario plus Vampire.
That was definitely one of the inspirations. Right down to right down to, I think, the first Omake I ran.
Yeah.
Which I ripped directly from one of the episodes of Kapu 2.
Yeah, that was fun.
Many, many things have happened.
Yeah?
Featuring a battle between me and Uncle Lou.
Yes.
As we kidnapped each other and narrated the scenes. According to Uncle Lou, I'm the DM now. Thanks, Uncle Lou. No one needed this. But let's be honest, if anyone was going to break the fourth wall in that game, it was Uncle Lou. He's practically walking fourth wall break already.
Yeah.
It's just that normally he's more Season 2 Abed Nadir in Community fourth wall break. For the Omake, I pumped him up to full-on fourth wall detonation. I'm really not sure how we're going to do this session tomorrow, or even if Inukune's away.
Yeah, that might be.
We might want to, like, I actually brought up with Soren that we might want to make this the first new Marchena Omake.
He didn't like them Omakis, though.
It's interesting that you say that. I'm not going to say why it's interesting. I'm just going to be really amused that you say that.
Well, I remember him dumping out of the first few Omakes, or one of the Omakes really early.
He dumped out of one of them, and to be fair, I really did kind of fuck that one up. But to be fair to me, I ran out of ideas. I'm not ashamed of that. That happens.
Mm-hmm.
I run out of ideas. I'm not an endless font of imagination. I faced writer's block. If I never faced writer's block, I'm sure I'd be published already.
Yeah.
Alas, I am human.
If I didn't face writer's block, I'd have like 5 novels done, 10 novels.
Yeah. Writer's block is tough.
Let's kill it. Come on. We can do it.
Kill it with fire. Ooh, what is that? That looks tough.
I don't know. Jesse's worried about it. He's the man with the broom, so he says not a chance. So I'll go with his assessment.
That thing looks...
Oh, it's level 28. I'm level 7.
Well, that certainly puts a new perspective on it.
Mystical mystical beast. Just doing what it does. Okay. So let's just be chill. Bracing. So that's actually acid water. Not even poison, acid. Oh, it says it right on there. Or at least it has a, yeah, natural acid pool.
So is there like a backstory to this?
Not that I know of, but it might be. I'm guessing it's sort of like Ark, where you can sort of figure things out from context, but I don't know. Crowberry, Ghost Record, Crowberry.
Magical fantasy arc.
Yeah. Where did Jesse go? There's Jesse. Oh, that's a blood orc.
Stream's gotten all square and scattered and low res.
It has?
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better.
I don't know how to fix that is the thing.
Yeah. I wonder what causes it.
Oh. Like in OBS it looks perfectly clear.
I'm gonna pump up my resolution to 1080. Right now it's at 720.
Oh, that's a bear.
I don't think that's the problem, though. No, that's definitely not it.
Oh, there's a nice big benefit to teamwork. What is it?
That teamwork is OP.
Well, that's every game, though. Actually, can we think of a game where teamwork isn't OP? Like, it would have to be a game where teamwork is actually detrimental to you.
I'm gonna look through my library and see if there's one like that. Let's see, teamwork, OP, 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 OP. We've definitely proved it's OP in Crusader Kings 2, right?
Oh, yeah. It's... You basically, if you have someone backing you, it doesn't even matter. It almost doesn't matter how powerful they are. Almost doesn't matter how powerful they are. You basically can win the game pretty easily.
Let's see. Teamwork, probably OP, but cannot confirm. OP, usually OP, but there are exceptions.
Cool ruins.
OP. Definitely OP. 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 I don't know. OP. Oh wait! Doesn't that one scale the bosses up with how many players are on the server?
Which one? Which game is that?
I might be wrong. Does Terraria do that?
It does, but I don't think it's enough to make it more OP.
Okay,
How did...
and
Oh, he flew.
OP and definitely
Cool.
OP. So yeah, the only one where I was kind of thinking that maybe in one sense it's not OP, and let's be clear, it's still OP in the game I'm about to mention, but occasionally it's not. As you will notice, as you will note by several of the amusing anecdotes on the store review page. Don't Starve Together.
Oh.
It's only OP, provided the people with you aren't burning down the forest, the camp, eating all your food, and doing nothing on their own.
I'm sorry.
Hey, that wasn't you I was talking about.
I did burn down the forest, though. Remember?
One time! And I didn't die to that, and our camp survived, so that doesn't count.
I only burn down the forest when I'm trying to kill something in the forest.
And it never works. Oh, on a side note, I've killed my first deer clops by now.
Cool.
It was tough. Very, very tough. The way I'll basically say it is that I am finally convinced of the utility and importance of houndstooth traps.
Yeah?
Yeah. I never hit the deer clops. I just have a sufficiently large field of traps. Like, it's pretty insane by now. I think there's over 100 traps in the field. I then took his eyeball and made an umbrella hat out of it. Because that's what you do in that game.
Steal people's eyes.
Oh, another thing he dropped, actually, was a sketch of a deer clop statue, which allows me to make a deer clop statue if I find another eyeball.
I have so many potions right now.
You really do.
I get the feeling you're gonna chug potions really quick in this game.
Swimming's not bad, but probably needs a bit of improvement.
A little bit, like, at least to where, like, it has better detection for when your head's underwater. Because, like, right there it says my head's...
Yes. Yeah, it definitely needs better detection. Probably slightly better animation, too.
Yeah, I think that's only because I'm, like, equipped for combat right now, so it's keeping one hand out in case I, like, decide to do this. Oh, no, I cannot swim cast, so yeah, that animation needs work.
Nice rendering on the water, though.
Yeah, it's not bad. Hello, Kirk.
Yeah, I've definitely seen worse in some games.
What enhances spell damage? What? Stats and damage plus, I believe, better weapons. Okay.
Spell damage? D-A-M-A-G-E. I'm going to hell for that.
Probably.
I am also sorry for all of the people who just unsubscribed from your channel. I'll make it up to you. I'll find a worse pun and post it to one of your enemies' channels.
I don't have any enemies. Yeah.
Damn it!
Oop. Level 8. I'm leveling that. I'm carrying too much. Need to craft. Okay, so I'm going to need to drop something soon. Drop item.
Never! Let's monkey trap this shit.
Monkey trap?
Yeah, that idea that you have to hold on to everything, but if you do, you get stuck, your fist stuck in the trap. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
drop nothing!
Oh, that's a dragon!
My eyes are wide open. I'm on a little delay from when I'm watching your stream, so I'm sure I'll see the dragon soon. I see the dragon! Damn. I note that it doesn't have a health bar.
No.
It looks like you're pissing it off.
Yeah.
Thus we have the question, just how fucked are you?
As long as he can keep its attention, I mean, I'm just chipping away at it.
That didn't look good.
Hmm.
Oh no, wait, I can see his health.
You can? I can't.
He ain't hurt, not the dragon.
Oh.
Your teammate.
Oh, yeah, no. He's fine. I'm really not doing much damage to it, I don't think. Can I get close enough to see its health? Oh, we're actually doing pretty decent. It's more than half dead.
Ah, cool.
Don't run into the fire! What are you doing?
It's almost 3/4 dead.
Yeah. Oh shit. Something hit me. More things are hitting me.
Ow, shit. What the fuck is that?
Work.
So did you get the dragon?
Yeah, he got the dragon while I was dealing with the orc. What the hell? I don't think I took any damage from one of them. Journeyman patterned armor. Okay. I have to be level 17. Alright, I'll keep it for later. So, I'm excited. We killed a dragon. Well, he mostly killed a dragon. I just sort of blasted at it for low amounts of damage. Oh, I think I can actually put extract there. And can I extract stuff from this? Not sure if this is actually doing anything. He says some nodes are broken.
Welcome to early access.
Oh.
I think it's fair to call this game an alpha, right?
Yep. I'm gonna up my carrying capacity. Oh, we are getting shot at. Cool. Okay, that's enough for some more mana potions. Now our roast hair.
I'm reminded of a scene from an anime.
Which one?
Nah, I don't think I'll go into that. I'll lose the other half of your viewers.
Okay.
Man, that thing looks wonderfully freaky. With its giant eyes and huge toothy grin. It looks simultaneously cute and like it wants to rip your throat out. That's some nice rendering on Jesse's cloak.
Yeah, it flows pretty well. It doesn't seem to be clipping through him, which is normally an issue with cloth.
I hereby declare this game to have good cloak physics. Naturally, that's the most important aspect of any game.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you feel like you're wearing a cloak?
Well, where'd that orc go? His wand really wrecks stuff. I need to get the next level of wand. Yeah, these sprites are just... yeah, pretty creepy. Oh.
That one looked like it should be something that came from the depths of the ocean.
Yeah. Where did Jesse go? See Maison, there's Jesse. Oh god. That's a wolf. Fuck off, wolf. There, went down. Ow. Base melted. Don't cross the streams! Did you ever play Magica, Tyler?
Nope.
Oh. That was a game where crossing the streams could be...
You cut out.
That was one of the game where crossing the streams could be either really awesome or really bad. If you crossed streams of, like, magic that were compatible, they would, like, forge into one mega beam. If you cross streams that were incompatible, like say a life and magic stream, they would feedback on both of the casters and cause a big detonation where they met, and it was... you could actually time it just right and make a big explosion in the middle, but it could be super bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I like the spell because... No, fuck. Fatal error.
Fuck what?
Fatal error in game.
Well, shit.
Yeah. Launching again. Hopefully I didn't die right there. Uh-oh. Everything's frozen.
That's not good. That's bad.
Okay. Didn't dawn on me, just kicked me out. Alright, let's do this again. I don't like that sound when it opens like that. It sounds like something dying.
I've got the sound off so I don't hear your voice twice.
Ah, okay. Well, it sounds like a whooshing sound, and all of a sudden, crack, like, you know, someone hitting the ground hard and expiring. Back in, I think.
It said form a house to create a permanent alliance.
Oh, this is an EA game? It doesn't feel like an EA game.
What? What makes you think it's an EA game?
Guy just said.
Hmm.
Oh, early access. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I was like, oh, dude, don't scare me like that. More mana. I'm actually just gonna constantly craft mana and health files. What do I need more of for more mana? I need more of both, really. Give. My inventory's full again? It can't be full. Yeah, drop. Drop. I think at this point my potions are way down.
Alright, testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Did you go offline
Cool.
for a bit there?
No, it's just that I want to move away from my keyboard for a bit, and I will still be watching and listening, and I guess speaking, but I just moved off of push to talk and to the detect my voice settings. That way I don't have to touch the keyboard. But my back kind of hurts and I want to just move myself over to lie down while I'm watching you.
What's the raven eye? Nothing won't attack us in the water. Okay.
Water enemies not implemented yet?
I guess not. Once they do, I bet we'll have a Loch Ness monster.
Nice.
Not gone, we've gone really far.
Actually, I've noticed it's nighttime. So this game has a day-night cycle?
Yeah, in the upper right-hand corner it actually lists the time in-game.
Oh, cool.
So it is almost 2 a.m. It is almost 2 a.m. I need to keep my voice down. It's late real time, too.
Speak a bit more loudly, but probably not much.
You can speak as loud as you want.
I exist in a place too, you know.
Oh, right. That whole existence thing.
I'm not just a voice you hear over the internet.
Not just another of the voices in my head.
Someday I shall ascend beyond this physical body and become a voice in your head. That honestly sounds like it should be a Cards Against Humanity set. Someday I shall ascend beyond blank and become blank. And you know that the winning move will always be, someday I shall ascend beyond flatulence and become a bigger, blacker dick. You know that combo is going to win that particular Cards Against Humanity card every fucking time.
Yes, it will. Just as it wins many other combos. Oops. I think I was starting to drown there. Oh, show off, why don't you?
Cards Against Humanity game I played this one time, where I had saved these 2 cards almost the entire game, waiting for the opportunity to use them in just the right way. And I did, and the 2 cards in question, each one alone had won every other round they were in. Together, they should have been unstoppable. Everyone looked at them and was like, oh god, those should win. But this other person did this thing that was so perfect. And that was the first round that both of them lost. And I was like, damn it! No matter how good you think your hand is in that game, you'll always lose.
That's really cool. You'll see it in a second.
Might be a bit behind. There was a little bit of lag earlier.
Okay.
Right now you look like you're swimming in the dark with the moon overhead.
Yep. That's basically what I'm doing.
Ah.
I'll just... Ooh.
Now you're running out of breath. Oh, and there's some sort of underwater structure?
Yeah, well, like he built a bunch of supports from the bottom of the lake up.
So wait, did they build this?
Yeah. This is Jesse's house.
So this is one of those games where you can make the buildings in game. It's not just a static world, as it were.
Yep.
Well, color me finally impressed with this game. Up until now, I've been thinking, you know, this game probably needs a metric shit ton of polish before it can finally be considered, you know, ready.
He's making me a broomstick.
And I still stand by that statement, but seeing something like this, I'm finally thinking, well, you finally raised up to a better level, I think.
Hmm.
I hereby declare this game ready to become Rust, the Arcane Edition.
Oh, so that's a mana generator.
It's got some very, very pretty set pieces. I do have to give it that, you know? I mean, sometimes you can't see those set pieces because you have to turn down your graphics to shit all before you can play, but... When the stars are right, this is a very pretty game. Citadel Fatagan.
Yeah.
The stars are right. Summon the awesome graphics. And usher in the final era.
Oh, chest out here. Ah. I figured I'd offer to join his guild.
Cool. What does his guild do?
Mostly apparently this.
Make awesome buildings, kill things, collect ingredients, rinse and repeat.
Yep.
So my question is, can this building be given more stories?
I think there's actually... maybe. Possibly. Oh! Primitive I can learn how to make magic trinkets.
Sweet.
Health regen. Something that gives me armor, magic bracelet, crit chance.
Stairs. Oh yeah, you totally could make a second story on this, couldn't you?
Yep.
File that under goals. Personal goals.
Alright, we're now part of House Zeuxis.
Wait, house what?
Zeuxis.
I've heard worse.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot worse.
Yeah.
I've been in worse. Quite frankly, I hate to say it, as much as I enjoyed the platoon we were in PlanetSide 2, I really had mixed feelings about what the name ended up being.
Oh, I mean, we went through like 3 name changes, so...
Yeah.
Because our platoon basically went through like 3 or 4 different iterations.
I'm basically talking about that one, though. You know the one.
Which one was it?
The one where the acronym was FAPS.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that was a low for the platoon.
Up the tower we go. Where is the tower?
That and PlanetSide itself was going through kind of a rough patch at that point.
Yeah. I wonder if they've done anything new since we left.
I've been watching this guy on YouTube who's been rating weapons, and apparently, yes, they've at the very least released new weapons.
Well, I mean, weapons are cool. You know, originally when they released PlanetSide 2, they said they were going to have, like, big floating, like, battleships, like flying battleships that would be flying around, and that would be a big factor in train control, but never materialized. Thought that would be really cool. Make things a bit more dynamic.
Always with the future plans. I know the feeling.
Tip is doing a good job turning this into a hub. Okay. So that's what he's trying to do.
Man, this tower goes up forever.
Alright.
I say as you reach the top. And that's like a teleport tower or something?
Yeah, it lets me teleport to that other... lets me teleport to that other fast travel tower that I unlocked when I first met Jesse. Hello, bear friend. My beam's a different color.
Well, I guess I'll see you firing it soon.
was.
Yep, that's blue all right.
Yeah.
Your discharge appears to have changed color. Might want to see a doctor about that. Is that a plague doctor mask he's wearing?
I think so.
Cool. You see, most of me is like screaming at me to scream at you to run right now, because I'm used to seeing that mask in SCP containment breach. Except it's on someone who's always coming towards you, and if they touch you, you die.
Yeah. Utility. Purify and haste. So basically you can have 2 spell combos up at any one time and have haste. It's not bad. Not bad. Gonna make more mana potions.
Power of double quantum mass mode.
Sweet. I have a robe and wizard's hat. Okay, that should be... People are very nice on this server. I'm betting the PvP servers are the polar opposite. Oh. Yay, level 10. Now let's see what this broom's all about. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. So, 12 quillberries. How much? No way I'm carrying too much. There we go.
Looks like giant mushrooms.
Yeah, that's a giant mushroom.
What are you doing it to with that wand?
I'm extracting mushroom bits from it.
Let me guess. That's how you get yellow pine, by wanding those yellow trees.
No, that yellow pine is like an herb.
Oh.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out too. I actually wandered up a hill and it was just like a yellow sprig of something sticking out of the ground. It was like yellow pine, and I'm like, okay, not what I expected, but
Not what I would have expected either.
it's like when it says pine, you think pine tree. Okay, well, that does a lot more damage than my feet. Chest. Damage. Give me the damage. Lightning bolts. Alright, let's see about lightning bolts. So that's 25 to 35% off the second. I kind of want my points back from that one. That was, yeah. I can run this, I should, but I did tailoring bench one, so I'm going to need to spend my next level's points on a tailoring bench. That's a very firing.
That is just a huge set of skills they seem to have there.
Yeah. Well. If you're falling, just grab your broomstick.
I reading a book right now. The characters in it could definitely use a broomstick right about now.
Falling, are they?
Oh yeah. Falling in a very miscalculated manner. It started
So
with...
this is yellow pine.
It started with, "Do you trust me?"
That never ends well. That's
No, it does not. Okay, so the person was like, I think a little drugged out and fell off the side of a bridge over a very, very long chasm. And they managed to grab onto the bridge, but the part of the bridge they were on was breaking. But it's a sci-fi setting, and they are both in the same military.
Mm-hmm.
So the character who hadn't fallen off the bridge says, "Do you trust me?" And the other character, quote, "I trust you, she lied." So his instruction, it's kind of hard. It's a science fiction setting, and they come from a rather ambiguous species, so... when I grab you, raise your armor and put your arms around me. So then he proceeds, without waiting for a response, he jumps off the bridge, grabs her, and extends his own armor. And notices that she's not extending her armor like she was supposed to.
Oh.
"Armor!" I shouted into her ear. "Sold it," she answered.
Sold it, she said?
Yeah. Like I said, we're both in the same military. And that drugged out thing is the result of a long life of being addicted to some drug, in which she has apparently sold most of her possessions. So yeah, from there it didn't go well. By the point I've read to, he has now broken both of his wrists, both of his ankles, and one of his legs.
Oh, that guy's just not having a good day.
And that's with his cool futuristic sci-fi armor extended. I think that stuff has inertial dampening. Not much, but a little. But yeah, he reached terminal velocity. Interestingly enough, it's an alien planet, so I wonder if terminal velocity on that planet is the same as terminal velocity here.
That's... well... First of all, the author would have had to think about it.
The author's thought of a lot. But you're right. There's a lot the author hasn't considered, and to a certain degree. It's, I mean, it's acceptable that they haven't considered it, if you know what I mean, because the book isn't about that.
Yeah.
It's a great concept, but I think it kind of ignores what the flavor of actual future sci-fi warfare might be.
Yeah.
Mainly because by the time you're getting that far into the future, destructive power versus defensive power has probably kind of begun to favor the destructive power a bit too much.
Well, I mean, technically in super sci-fi settings, like, at least from a space warfare perspective, because that's what I tend to think about for most of the stuff I write, it's never going to be about, like, preventing an attack from penetrating your armor. It's all going to be about preventing from being hit, because if you get hit, it's going to penetrate. It may not completely destroy you, but it's going to penetrate.
To quote one of the sci-fi YouTube channels I watch, Rule 1 of warfare, don't get shot.
Yeah. Ooh, this is a bad place. This is an asshole.
But yeah. So the part I'm finding very unbelievable in that context, then, is that like the part where I'm having to really work on suspension of disbelief is that they're still using like, I'm gonna say current day style infantry in war.
Well, I mean,
and I get that probably has a place in the whole equation, but
did I tell you the math I worked out for the cost benefit analysis of a drone versus a soldier?
No, you never told me about that.
Okay, so I worked out the total costs for using, not buying or resupplying, using and maintaining, like for the maintenance and refueling costs of a drone in flight for 1 hour. I worked that out, and I equated that to, a normal infantryman. For the cost of running a drone for 1 hour, a combat drone, like a Predator combat drone, you can train, equip, house, and feed 11 soldiers for 3 months.
And that's one drone combat mission.
One drone, not even a combat mission. 1 hour of flight time of a drone. If you drop bombs, that price goes up.
Got it. So I suppose what I'm talking about, though, it isn't so much like the cost comparison of soldiers. It's more like that by the time you're using infantry in futuristic warfare, it's probably not actually as a defending or attacking force. It's probably more for purposes like pacification, securing an area, pacification of locals, that kind of shit.
Yeah, probably.
Because let me admit it, the concept for this soldier is great. I love it. If they were deployed on a modern battlefield, I'd be shitting my pants.
What are they?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this particular soldier was stationed on a planet that the Empire in question had annexed recently, and it was some kind of, and he/she was stationed specifically in a city that was considered a holy site for the planet's religion.
Mm-hmm.
The priest in question had spoken of, like, the high priest had taken to requesting that this soldier in particular, and that the commander of this soldier and her regiment stay in the city, despite the fact that they kind of wanted to go home and get relieved by actual normal human soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, okay, look, when you were, and I'm paraphrasing a lot here, but like, okay, look, when you were first invading, I was terrified of you. You were like the worst thing I could imagine. You were abominations beyond my comprehension. But the thing is, all you did was kill people. You never tortured someone to death for revenge. You never, like, your soldiers didn't rape, murder children, like anything like that. All you did was come in, kill the resistance, and assert that you were in control now. That's it. That's why I want you to stay, and that's why I don't want you to be replaced with human soldiers. There are worse things than being occupied by a platoon of corpse troops.
Corpse troops?
Yeah.
That's what they're called?
That's his nickname for them. So the idea is that in any annexation, you'll have resistors, right?
Yeah.
This empire takes the resistors and puts them into cold storage. and when it needs extra troops, it takes them out of cold storage, puts implants in them, and connects them to a central AI.
Okay, then.
So they're kind of like servitors from the 40k universe, only in this case I would say slightly more badass. The servitors always have this kind of mindless quality to them. These ones, of course, have a super smart AI hooked up.
Well, I mean, there are different level of servitors, but yeah, that's generally how they are portrayed.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, most of the servitors you meet are the ones that have most of that stuff excised because they don't need it.
Yeah. This is like servitors, but like cranked up a bit in terms of smartness.
And of course, networked.
Yeah, they're networked, and their tech feels just a bit more sleek in this case.
Wow. Everything's more sleek when compared to 40k.
Maybe like Dark Age of technology level rather than contemporary 40k level, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So the corpse. So the first chapter of the book. I don't think that's a spoiler if it's in the chapter 1, right?
Probably not.
Okay, so the first chapter of the book reveal like this character is going about their business, and it's like really weird business. It's all like criminal underworld dealings and shit. And at the very end of it, they reveal that for the last, I think it was 19 years, they've been pretending to be human. Because like what you have to understand about the AI, it's not like there's a central computer core. It's a distributed hive mind AI. And the result is that this AI has been pretending to be a human for the last 19 years. And just according to the summary on the back of the book, I would say that the implication is that someone blew up the ship she was on. She was the only survivor. And now, which means that this is basically an AI that has been reduced to one body, which is kind of freaking her out, and she's out for revenge against whoever did it to her.
AI and Roaring Rampage of Revenge. That's one of my favorite. That is the basis for one of my favorite web original series.
Awesome. In this case, the AI out for rampaging revenge is the main character.
No, I like it. I still think you need to read The Last Angel.
I'll look into it. Remember that when you get off of that, I'm going to ask you to type that title into Discord.
Ooh.
But not, when you're done.
I'll just do it right now real quick.
Okay.
I like I like how the author put it. Basically, the setting is, most of the aliens that make up the compact are physically better than humans in some way, shape, or form. And apparently, in one discussion, because the whole point of the series is humans made red, the AI on the Roaring Rampage of Revenge, and the author was like, "We see your superior eyesight and raise you the angel of death."
Oh, lovely. I got to admit, I love how they did the underwater thing. Just based on what I'm seeing right now, do you have some sort of, breath enhancement by now?
I don't think so. I'm just staying above water.
Oh, it's not immediately obvious to me that that's what you're doing. I think I'm seeing the screen from the wrong angle.
Hmm.
Well,
I've been getting hurt in water because that water down there is acid.
Oh. From my angle, viewing the screen, it looked like you were diving deep into the depths.
No.
Wouldn't it be amazing if this game suddenly turned into Subnautica?
So I need
So
to
yeah,
press-
So yeah, the reason it's all shitty above surface is because we spent so much time implementing a really smooth Subnautica-like interface for the water.
And just no one's freaking done anything with it.
Like seriously, we put around water crystals. We've got recipes for like water propulsion units here. Come on, people.
So I think my inventory is just too full of potions now for me to pick up much of anything else. So I need to...
Oh, that should segue into something else I did for Don't Starve Together. So I was building myself a gossamer saddle, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to experiment with taming beefalo. And in order to do that, you have to kill a fuck ton of butterflies. Like it's just a butterfly genocide, you know? The thing is, killing butterflies increases your naughtiness score.
Krampus game for you?
4 Krampuses came for me.
4.
You have to kill a lot of butterflies to be able to make that saddle. But there was good news on that front, because you see I killed 3 of them. The 4th running away into the hills never to be seen again. And do you know what the last one I killed was carrying?
What?
The Krampus sack.
What is that?
Oh, so it's like your backpack, except it has 14 slots instead of 8, and it doesn't hinder your movement like the pig sack.
Ah.
So, finally, I feel like I have enough space in my inventory to carry shit. Also, I have a Shadow Chester. I'm pretty sure that if I work fast, I can get us one of those in our game.
Cool.
Shadow Chester is awesome. Although I suppose I could also make Chilled Chester for food retrieval. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like what we really need is more Chesters. There's 2 players. We should have 2 Chester spawns.
Yeah. Ow. That hurt.
Hear this, Clay? Get on it! More Chester. Actually, there's a mod for that if we want.
Yeah.
I think the one regret I'm having right now, though, for our game, is that I did not go ahead and make caverns. I'm always worried that that's going to be like hell on my processor or something. But
well, with your computer, that is a significant concern.
That is a significant concern with my computer. But I've been watching that Let's Play for that guy who basically... His rules were, I can only collect resources above ground for 1 day.
Right.
So he did that on day 1, and the moment day 1 ended, he headed for the hole into the ground, headed down to the room level, and for the next, what I can only assume was a few years, he never went above ground again. Not only did he survive, he thrived. He had a massive base, Thulecite armor. He made a Slurper petting zoo.
A Slurper petting zoo?
Yep. Ever encountered a Slurper?
Nope.
Me neither. I assume that's because they're in the deepest levels of the caverns, and I have never gone that deep. Again, partly because I'm worried about the, processing power needed for that. So I usually spawn one-dimensional, one-level worlds.
So I need storage chest, which requires tin. It's odd.
All right, it's time to find out how this corpse trooper survived the fall.
The magic things.
But the numbers were important. The comparison of distance and our rate of deceleration suggested disaster ahead. I tried to take a deep breath, found I was incapable of it, and tried to push harder against the walls. I have no memory of the rest of the descent. I awoke. Okay, already we're off to a good start.
He's awake.
Yes. I woke, on my back, in pain. You know, that's pretty good, all things considered. My hands and arms, my shoulders, feet and legs, in front of me, directly above, a circle of gray light. Sivarden, I tried to say, but it came out as a convulsive sigh that echoed around just slightly against the walls.
So, I would like to hear this, Tyler, but unfortunately I'm probably going to have to stop you because I've already, people are really jumpy on YouTube about copyright.
That's fair enough. You know what? Also, it's probably not appropriate subject matter for this channel.
Probably not. It's just because I've already gotten a couple claims on just the freaking birds in the background in Pamela.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Whoever the fuck is doing that, oh, seriously, re-examine your life, man.
Pretty sure it's a bot.
Yeah, well, someone had to go to the trouble of setting up the bot.
Yep. More carrying capacity. And damage. Now I should try to build bear claw gauntlets. So I need fur pelts, leather, and bones.
Well, it appears that our soldier has survived, but badly injured and dying. This is probably for the best, because it's only chapter 14. I'm less than halfway through the book, and this is the main character, so...
See, that's the problem I have whenever I write. I always kill off my main character in like the first few chapters. It's like I write them into a corner, and it's like, okay, how the hell did I get out?
My main solution to that, and this is actually something I've been trying to do with that story I occasionally tell you about, that's more medieval in its structure, but the solution I find, have a cast that's really fucking large. That way you can kill people with impunity.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to work harder to make everyone interesting, but, you know.
Yeah.
If you don't make your cast large, you're gonna run into the Robert Jordan effect.
What's that?
So, Robert Jordan killed off a whole bunch of his villains really quickly in his series. Then he found out that he'd kind of run out of villains for the later books. So he started resurrecting them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's Robert Jordan again?
Oh, he wrote this sort of medieval fantasy series that I really liked when I was young, but now that I'm, like, older and trying to go back to it to finish it off, I don't know, I just can't get into it anymore.
What series was it? It sounds familiar.
Wheel of Time.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's the one that died midway through his series.
Mm.
It was all sad and shit.
That is a large tower.
He had some sort of congenital blood defect or some shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And the interesting side is he knew it was coming, so his response was to take his, like, instead of writing the next book, he, like, wrote down apparently a shit ton of notes on how it was supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then tried to hand it off to someone before he died so that the series would continue and finish. And he tried to hand it off to his son, but his son wasn't up to it. So the person they got was this guy named Brandon Sanderson, who for much of his career had been accused of being too much like Robert Jordan, and had spent large portions of his time trying to write books that were nothing like Robert Jordan to prove that he was different, damn it! Then Robert Jordan died and the world screamed out, "We need you!" It was a crowning moment, funny. But I do have to consider him in the category of, oh, you poor bastard. You tried so hard to escape that reputation.
Okay, having the ability to fly whenever you want so early in this game sort of, like, makes it way more interesting than many other of these survival type games.
Flight is a double-edged sword, sir.
Yes, it is.
And I find it's probably going to be, if you have flight, then to make a game like this interesting, I feel like... Oh, wait, here's a question. Is the terrain randomly generated?
I don't think so. But I
I
mean,
would hope.
there are dragons and stuff that fly in the air and will attack you, apparently, so...
I'm going to pretend it's not, because what I'm going to say is that if you have flight like this, then probably one of your best options is to create, like, sort of special areas that can only be reached by flight. Like set pieces, you know?
Yeah.
And you should also...
Like that?
For the sake of engaging exploration, I will see what you're talking about in a few minutes, I'm sure. My lag has increased, unfortunately. And that's the result, of course, of me having taken this opportunity to lie down and be far away from my keyboard, where I can't refresh the stream and make it jump to live. But yeah, so areas only reachable from the air, but also for the sake of exploration, probably you want some underground areas as well.
Yeah.
I would, of course, hereby consider it extraordinarily cheap. An extraordinarily cheap trick to have flying interdiction zones. That stuff just ain't on.
Bone. Okay. 24 of those. 6. Alright. So he gave me a bone. Now I just need vehicle. So I need up to 3 magic properties.
That is one impressive looking building.
Get some fur pelts.
Oh, from your perspective, you probably passed it by like minutes ago.
Which building are you talking about?
You're walking up this mountain and
Oh, there's the tower on the far side?
yeah.
I was like a good
Seeing
5-10 minutes ago.
I really need to hit the live button. I should get up. Just let my back rest a while longer. The back, a hip. Ooh, I was watching this let's play earlier of this guy attacking, and I thought, good God, this guy had such a good term for what he was doing, except like there was this one thing you could have added to make it better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so how is he fighting? Hack, flak, and laser attack.
Okay.
He was hacking the enemy, firing off flak, and then shooting lasers.
Well, what kind of game was this?
It was FTL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good technique. Hacking the flak will take down their shields, and then the laser just instant damage.
I'll admit, watching that almost made me want to purchase it. But I'm putting a freeze on any purchases I make until, you know, after August 14th. You know, when I actually have time to do shit.
Yeah. It's... FTL is super fun. It's getting... I mean, it's limited, unfortunately. No one makes mods for it.
It's not... It doesn't have incredible scope.
No. Okay, there are a few mods, but I don't think there are any Steam mods, which really for me is what makes like that's what gives a game real longevity when you allow the player to just mod the crap out of your game.
Aye. Although I will admit that did not help Shenzhen.io any in my eyes.
What was Shenzhen.io?
No, Shenzhen.io is one of... look, there's this one game developer. If he comes out with a game, I buy it. It's that simple.
Oh.
And he's Zachtronics. The creator of, quote, games for engineers.
Oh, right. He's the guy who made... Yes, okay, I remember the games you're talking about, like that game where there were a bunch of programming problems or stuff like that, and you had to fix them because they were aliens from another universe or something like that.
That was TIS 100.
Yeah.
Shenzhen.io is where you're trying to become an engineer, but they don't make shit in the United States anymore, so you move to China.
Right. And that's what the circuit board one?
Yeah, that's the one where you put together circuits and then program them in assembly language to do shit. I recently solved the precision weight on that. It was difficult, but with the correct use of pre-processing, I was able to fit in the right number of commands and get it all lined up. I still have not figured out the spoiler block in headphones. And it's only getting worse from there. I'm beginning to doubt my ability to finish this. Anyhow, they do have something called the concept spec, which allows you to make your own custom puzzles. But I'll admit, I just don't feel like it's worth it if I can't advance myself along the story.
Right.
And the puzzles were always so hard.
Yeah, I remember you had me try some. They were
If you thought the main puzzles were hard, the concept spec puzzles that people keep coming up with are just brutal. Like I came to this one called Crossover? Fuck, man. I don't have an idea. There just doesn't seem to give me the space to cross over.
in a separate slot. Didn't want to do that there. I'd like to take only some. Okay, fine. So I actually want to drop...
I've just noticed that you've abandoned the wand for the gauntlets.
Well, you can equip two.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
I'm suddenly reminded of a penny arcade strip about a man with triple wand claws. The perfect combination of wand and gauntlet. I think I remember the introduction of that character as being someone who was dual-wielding wands from the back of a car or something. It only got weirder from there.
That's good enough. All right. Can I... What's that? Sloped wall? No. Diagonal floor? No. Stairs, that's what I need.
I'm watching you walking through these various woods. Oh, and I'm afraid that...
You're afraid of what?
I'm afraid that what has come to mind is, as the sky darkens, what is that tall, faceless figure you see in the background?
Please no Slender Man. Even though these guys made Slender Man the Return, so...
Yes, the Arrival.
The Arrival, so just like...
If we were to find him randomly in any game, it would be this one.
It would be this one, yes.
Because we're the same developers.
You know what, to be honest, they totally should put him in this game.
Just as a sort of random Easter egg that occasionally shows up out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah. Or like not even make him fightable, just make him like a thing that will it's an image that appears out of your character's view and it will hunt your character relentlessly and it will eventually kill you, so your job is just to make sure that you get somewhere you can get your gear back. or make it like an actual quest to keep it from killing you.
Or make him like some way to motivate players to get off the damn server whenever it needs a reboot.
Yeah.
Rebooting server. Anyone not off in 2 minutes will be swarmed by Slendermen. Yes, plural. Of course, as you were walking through the woods, the second thing that came to mind was that song about actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. You're walking through the woods. And now all my brain wants is a crossover battle between the actual cannibal and Slenderman.
You know Slenderman would win.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. He just killed Shia LaBeouf. Psych! He isn't dead! Shia, surprise! Sorry, couldn't resist.
2-story. Because 1 story is a shack, 2 story is a house.
What's 3 stories?
An abode.
I
I'm
think
just
it's
making
called-
this shit up.
I think 3 stories is called a trilogy. I'm already going to hell. It's not like I'm making it any worse. And this is the story about how Rafa Shadar lost Draxus all his viewers in one night.
I should probably post a link to this video on the forums for this game. Actually, I probably should have done that before I started it, but... Can I make roofs? Diagonal floor. I'm gonna go hunt stuff till I can make wood roofs. Roofs. Really not hitting them. Why am I not hitting them? There we go. Wish you could double cast things. West Shore. Okay.
Things you do not want an AI to wonder. Why did I just open up to an invalid access?
Come on, I need some fur to make my new gauntlet. Someone's built a nice little cabin in the woods.
Time to split up.
No, right? I'm riding my broomstick out of here now. Now that we have invoked that trope.
Oh, that's right. You're the one with the broomstick.
Oh god, I'm the one they're running from.
Oh god, okay. So I was watching someone review anime today.
What the hell is that? Sorry, go ahead. I just saw something really weird.
And this one episode of the anime apparently like follows these characters who are like, you know, just ordinary characters who end up in this house in the woods for various reasons or something like that. And they catch sight of the terrible serial killer, who catches sight of them and runs for it in terror. And they chased after him. They're like, no, come back! Yep. I think that's an anime I need to watch sometime.
Yeah.
The review has piqued my interest.
What were they reviewing?
Paranoia Agent.
Oh.
And now you probably know the scene I'm talking about from the sound of your owing.
No, but I've heard of Paranoia Agent. I should probably watch that before I go to sleep tonight.
So yeah, the insane serial killer theme in reverse. Ooh, ow.
So that whole exchange was, you got roof from Jesse. He drive-by roofed my house. And I was just like, yay, thank you. I was out murdering innocent woodland creatures for, in order to build a roof.
Because everyone knows the murder of innocent woodland creatures is how every roof is made.
Yep. So I need these, and leather, and bone, and crystal, and this should have enough for bear claw gauntlet. Nope.
Plot twist!
The plot is
The 40
twisting.
Oh yes. The 40k equivalent of this would be if we found out that the God Emperor had developed multiple personality disorder and declared civil war!
You know, that's actually probably not too far from the truth in 40k.
Yeah.
Cozy little house. These are all furry.
Perfect time for that Slenderman Easter egg.
I think he just Supermaned over here.
So, question. If you ever saw Slender Man next to a stone angel from Doctor Who, would you look away or not stop looking?
I think I... Error, error, error.
Yeah. Now I want the two to do a versus against each other. Can we get Death Battle on that? Death Battle does. Slender Man versus a Stone Angel.
Whoever wins, we both lose. Or we all lose. So in the battle between Slenderman and the Stone Angel, who won? Answer: Bailoff, the Entertainer. swear I also believe that was rank 11, but I cannot remember what it was. Well, that's a very icy biome over there. Oh, I'm gonna check out that. Enemy camp? I'll check out the enemy camp.
So, you're on the way to a gauntlet upgrade. Probably already there by now.
So the main difference between the broom and the flight potion is that the flight potion is much lighter. Nice to know people on PvP servers actually care about that stuff. I don't know if anyone was watching, but basically someone went and looted a person's base and was taunting him for it because, you know, PvE server, nothing you can do about it. So someone just told the server owner, and he's going to ban the guy who stole it in the morning.
Neat. I think your new gauntlets look badass, by the way.
They do. They're like, they have freaking bear claws over my face. Yeah, I definitely like the look of these gauntlets. Come on. Whew. Oh. There's a dragon. Don't think I want to take a dragon alone. Just need to keep it down. Sorry, Jesse was just asking what games I'd streamed and what got me into streaming, so I was telling him about that. Covered. I did a lot of Pamela, done Total War, Warhammer, I've done Little Nightmares. Oh, the chest's already open. That makes me sad. Still got a lot of XP from killing them. You still there, Rafa? Doesn't sound like it. I think he fell asleep. Yeah, I'm actually hearing him snore now. I'll just disconnect the Discord. Right off the bat. I should probably read out our chat. So Jesse says, from Dosclan Asics like Tyran 2000 to quirky games like Oxygen not included, I keep meaning to try Oni, me. But from the way my friends talk about it, it applies to play as I would not stop. I really need to get voice chat going on in this game. Being sad, really generous. Game. I'm starting to get mumbly. It might be time to call it soon. I really don't want to just keep reading out all of our chats because oh, cool. I guess this would be where we get iron. Or do I have on metal weird looking rocks? Oh, wrong one. Oh, this place is looking really cool. Alright, everyone. I think that's it for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you later. Goodbye.